What's going on, everybody? This is Joe, and I am back once again for another Innistrad Midnight Hunt pre-release pack opening. Now, if you were here last week when I did these, because I do these, I try to do them every week, but, you know, when I run out of them, I run out of them. That's just how life works. But if you were not here last week, I guess I should say, usually I'm here saying, oh my god, you got to check out last week's video. We opened such sick stuff. Yeah, not this time. Go check out last week's video because it was ridiculous. You know, you think, hey, rares and mythics, kind of important, and you're not wrong, they are, but at the same time, uncommons are kind of important too when it comes to these openings, and if you don't have enough of them, it's a problem. So feel free to click up there and check out last week's video where you can see what I mean when I say, you know, not having enough uncommons. It's kind of a problem. So it was ridiculous. I was very frustrated and annoyed. So hopefully this one will not be like that and we can make up for it. As you can see, the Harvest Tide begins, a return of an ancient tradition. I showed this off last week as well. But in case this is your first one, you saw our blue D20. I am still hoping that we eventually get a white one, because I have opened a lot of kits, as you can see, and no white D20 yet, and the white one, of course, is my favorite, which is why I have not gotten it yet. I have 2 more kits to go after this in the next 2 weeks, so hopefully I do get there, and if not, I'll figure something out. I'll be able to trade for it or something. Here's the insert that comes with the pack, or the kit, and then there's a code for MTG Arena. In fact, spoilers, there's going to be 2. Because I got some extra kits, so I got some extra codes, and every once in a while I try to throw that in. That's for all of you, for us to say thank you. Those will be coming at a later part in the video, so stay tuned. We also obviously have the packs, which we will be going through in this video. That's why we're all here, spoilers. So the next thing to focus on, or the next most important thing to focus on, is our promo foil rare or mythic, which is in this little package with day-night cards and stand-in cards for double-face cards, which I will show you those first. Here is that day-night card that I promised. Really cool art. And then the stand-in cards 1, 2, and 3, which means that our promo foil rare is a Suspicious Stowaway. If I ever got this lighting correct. Ooh, you know what? That's not terrible. Last week we had a number of rares that we talked about that were bad. Or not rares. Well, rares as well. But I meant foils this time. And this time the foiling is pretty cool. At least the opening there for the ship that the stowaway is likely stowing away on. That's actually pretty nice. So I like that. And then obviously it is a double-faced card, so it flips into a Seafaring Werewolf. So this one, the bottom looks nice, the floor there, but otherwise not so much in the foiling. Kind of upsetting. The frames look great, don't get me wrong, but the arts themselves in this set, very dark and don't look great in foil. Kind of seemingly across the board, right? I mean, this looks cool, but no other aspect of there. Maybe this part right here, and that's it. Okay, and I mean, this card is pretty good. Drawing a card, discarding a card is fine, but you do have to, you know, the fact that they can't be blocked, and when it flips, it's a 2/1 that also can't be blocked. Pretty nice. Even though it's green on the other side, that's not relevant necessarily for the color of the deck that we're playing. We can put it in any deck that we are even splashing blue in, because it's a single blue to play it. So we can be something that we can be aware of. Speaking of blue, we have Component Collector to start. Crawl from the Cellar, Timberland Guide, a Hedge Witch's Mask, Devious Cover-Up, Ardent Elementalist, Dawnheart Rejuvenator, Gavany Silversmith, and a Tavern Ruffian. I guess we will see when I flip this over to show you what the backside is, if we have a normal pack, at least compared to the last kit that we opened or not. We do, thank God. It flips into the Tavern Smasher. This art is nuts. Look at that face. I love that. Behind it, our first uncommon is Turn the Earth. I know Amy loves this art, if you're unfamiliar with Amy from our channel as well, my wife. She does enjoy this art very much. Not that I don't. I think it's fine. We have a Broodweaver. Speaking of Amy, Amy also loves her spiders. So here is a spider in Broodweaver. And a Beloved Beggar, which when you disturb this 0/4 by paying 6 mana, you get a Generous Soul. Our rare is coming up next, and it is a card that truly can't stay away. I've gotten a number of these, and while I do enjoy the song The Cat Came Back, this card is kind of just fine. And I don't really want a ton more of them, but I've seen many. So here's another Can't Stay Away. I mean, I guess I'm opening these on the internet, right? So cats, 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 right? Behind it, we have a Forest. I believe we have a foil, just based on how many more cards are in this pack. We do. It is, oh God, it's so unsettling. It is a foil Stolen Vitality, which again, foiling pattern is fine. Like the background here, right? You can see that, like the outline of this person's face, this vampire's face, is pretty cool. But other than that, I don't know. We have a Day-Night card and another stand-in card. Can we talk about something for a sec before I open this? Can we talk about, maybe other people haven't noticed and maybe I'm just crazy. These cards reek. I know that it is the glue or the adhesive that they use, but the old cards, packs of Magic cards, I was one of the people that enjoyed the smell of a freshly cracked pack. They literally smell like garbage to me. It's hard to like work with these cards because of how bad they smell. It's kind of upsetting. So I was curious if other people have noticed the same thing. I am sure that based on their where they are getting these cards put together now, that they have these new supply, I can't even think of the right terminology, but the new assembly centers, or at least the new systems that they are using to make these cards and sort them into the packs appropriately for draft boosters, collector boosters, set boosters, all that. I know they had to do a lot of new and different things with their production lines, and so I'm hoping that that's not an indication of how these cards are going to just smell forevermore going into the future, because oh my God, it is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Let me know in the comments below if you agree, disagree, whatever. I genuinely hate it. It's something that bothers me a lot. So I apologize for the delay there, but hey, we got a stuffed bear. This card's cool. Falcon Abomination, Blade Brand, Tapping at the Window, very flavorfully spooky. We have an Electric Revelation. I do enjoy this art. We have a Storm Rider Spirit. I guess I can move that a little bit closer. There you go. I like this art a lot too. Really cool looking. Another Dawn Heart Rejuvenator. A Candle Grove Witch is a showcase card, or a showcase art. I love this art. So cool. We have a Brimstone Vandal. Not bad. And a Morning Patrol is our flip common, which flips into a Morning Apparition. I love the colors on this art a lot. Really, really cool. And then behind it, our first uncommon is Ritual of Hope, followed by Dawn Heart Wardens. We're getting some interesting green-white, I will say. And a Covetous Castaway, which flips into, speaking of castaways, because we have the Suspicious Stowaway as well, Ghostly Castigator. Very, very cool. And hey, our next rare or mythic is... You know, I just finished talking about how we got some cool green-white, but now we're getting some good blue. This is Grafted Identity. This card is awesome. You do have to sack a creature, but there are plenty of cards that benefit you from that in this set. So very, very interesting. I like this card a lot. Behind Grafted Identity, a Swamp and an ad card, as well as another stand-in card for a double face card. Hey, we're giving away 2 in the video, so why not start with 1 now? This is a code for MTG Arena. Just as a reminder, if you have already gotten or used, a code from an Innistrad Midnight Hunt pre-release pack, this will not work for you because it is 1 per account on MTG Arena. The other thing that we ask, not a requirement, but that we ask, is if you get this code and it works for you, shout it out in the comments down below. We would really appreciate it. We hope that you get good stuff with your opening. We hope that you get this code or the next one. And if you don't, and you still want one, please don't forget, and you could just do this in general, please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so that you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, including next week's opening. And again, thank you all so very much for being here, watching. We really do appreciate it. Obviously, there's another code coming, and there are 4 more packs to open, including this one. So definitely stay tuned. And as always, let us know what kind of a deck you would have made if this was what you had opened at pre-release. Here's the Duress. I love this art. I've talked about it before. Might of the Old Ways. I love the green, the colors in this card. Crossroads Candle Guide. This is a 3/4 for 4, so that aspect of it isn't bad, but all the other abilities on it seem not great. Flip the Switch. The art on this is insane. It's so unsettling, but awesome at the same time. We have a Morkrut Behemoth that just wanted to, you know, be diagonal there for a second. Here's a Morkrut Behemoth. I actually like this card quite a bit. A Candlelit Cavalry. This is a fine card. 5 mana, 5/5 isn't bad. And then occasionally it'll get a bonus by gaining trample. Not bad at all. An Organ Hoarder. Okay. A Homestead Courage. Another, unfortunately, Stolen Vitality. God, it's so unsettling. And a Showcase Shady Traveler Flip Common, which flips into, obviously, a Showcase Stalking Predator. The frames on these cards for these showcase cards in this set are gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love that. Look at that. And then I like the sun side more than the moon side for the flip cards, for how the top piece looks there, but still very, very cool. Our first uncommon then is Nibblegast Intruder. I like this art a lot. Obviously, they did a good job picking this as the or one of the pets that is offered on Arena. And again, more good blue is kind of interesting. Dryad's Revival is also quite an interesting and good card. And a Bereaved Survivor, which whenever another creature we control dies, she transforms into a Dauntless Avenger. So very interesting. I mean, again, in this in these uncommons, we got a green and a white, which we talked about having good green-white, and we got another blue. So maybe this rare or mythic will help us out. It won't. It is a Champion of the Perished. This card is incredible, so don't get me wrong, that's not what I was getting at, but if we were looking at blue or green-white, now we are looking at black as well, because my god, it's pretty good. Although, I guess we could arguably just go blue-black. So, I haven't seen thinking about it, I'm not keying into like, oh, we have so many zombies that we've opened already, but I also wasn't looking for that, so who knows? But we will definitely keep track of that, because this is a great, great card. We have an island behind it, a spirit, and another stand-in card. 3 more packs to go. We're only halfway through. And we've got multiple, wow, really? Multiple directions that we could go. Are you going to be cooperative here, pack? There we go. So we start with a pretty decent white card in Soul Guide Griff. 3/4 flyer is nice. Even for 5. Consider, not a bad card. Siege Zombie. There you go. That's a pretty good zombie. Okay, thank you, Champion of the Perished. A Plummet. Again, another favorite of Amy's. We have a Falconwrath Perforator, red being one of the only colors we're not looking at this point, unless we really have to. Defenestrate is a very nice removal spell. I like it. Unruly Mob, not a bad card whatsoever. Immolation, also not bad. And a Bait Hook Angler, which, when disturbed, will come back flipped as the Hook Haunt Drifter. Also a fine card. I mean, if we're playing blue, it would almost certainly get in, but it is definitely not one that I'm like, you know, jumping up and down about having opened. It's not bad. We have a Field of Ruin, which is also not something that I'm jumping up and down about having opened, for pre-release at least, or for sealed. A Diregraph Rebirth is black-green. It's not bad at all. It's something that I would at least consider, but yeah, I mean, we could splash green if this were in black-blue, or we could splash black if this were in green-white. Not bad at all. And then we have a Kessig Naturalist, which is a Gruul card, unfortunately, but still, and it's daybound, nightbound, so when it becomes night, it is the Lord of the Ulvenwald. Not bad at all. I mean, again, it cares about wolves and werewolves, and that's not something that we've seen a ton of, because green-white specifically, which is where this would go if we were thinking of splashing it, cares about humans, although there are human werewolves, but still, very interesting. And then our rare or mythic is a Sun Gold Sentinel. So again, it's a human. It would go pretty well in green-white. It does have Coven as well, and where it can gain hexproof from a particular color. And obviously we have to have 3 or more creatures with the different powers, but we've had a lot of Coven in green-white. That's just kind of that color pair's ability. So not bad at all. Behind it, a forest and a foil. So, wow. Okay, all right, game, I get it. You say bad crap about their foils. They give you a foil Seize the Storm, huh? Wow, wow, wow. That is beautiful. Let me see if I can get that a little bit better for you. Or does that make it worse? Just trying not to get, not a lot of glare, but a lot of that amazing foiling pattern. That is incredible. Wow. Yes, yes, please. These are the kinds of cards that look insane in foil, not the other ones that we've been looking at and opening or going through. Very, very nice. Okay. I like that a lot. It's a foil uncommon. It's not, crazy like it would pull us in that direction or anything, but that foiling pattern is sick, so I'm very pleased. This is a wolf token, not bad at all, and another stand-in card. We have 2 packs to go. They all have the same art on them. Otherwise, typically, I mention, what art is represented on them. But if they're all the same, ain't nothing to say. It's a Wrenn and 7, and that's about it. Secrets of the Key. I would definitely put this in if we were in blue. Bat Whisperer. A Snarling Wolf. Flare of Faith, especially if we are in green-white. This definitely gets in. Crossroads Candle Guide again. Otherworldly Gaze. I would almost certainly play this in blue. Eccentric Farmer. It's a human. It may very well get in. A Ritual Guardian. Very nice. Moonrager's Slash. Okay, we're getting some decent red, but I still don't feel compelled yet for red. We have a Tireless Hauler, who flips into a Dire Strain Brawler. If we are looking at our black-blue possibilities, we just, as you saw, opened a Dreadhound. Not a zombie, but a demon dog, and it cares about things dying or, in general, being put into graveyards. Creatures, specifically. This card is incredible. I was able to carry a game with this card alone. Well, not alone, obviously, but it was the biggest threat on the field by far. So, what an incredible, incredible card. Definitely, along with Champion of the Perished, 2 of the really good black cards that we've opened so far. We have another Seize the Storm. Very notable that we have 2 Seize the Storms, because, having more than one is pretty nice. This does care about spells, and we're not really in spells, so there's that. And a Sacred Fire. Now, that is 3 uncommons with no flip, so that means that our rare or mythic is a flip card. I guess for a moment we can talk about the fact that this Sacred Fire is very good. And if we could splash white, we would. I don't think we've opened any Evolving Wilds yet, unless I don't recall having talked about one. Maybe. But, and it's definitely possible. But regardless, our rare or mythic is a Smoldering Egg. God damn it. Also cares about spells, which is unfortunate. But it flips into an Ashmouth Dragon. It's the thing in the egg. Look, we found it. It's this Ashmouth Dragon. This art is incredible. The, swirling fire that it's breathing in. Amazing. Just amazing. And again, now a red card as well. We actually have not opened a green rare or mythic yet, but we still have pretty decent green-white, but still. We have an island behind that, an ad card, and a replacement card for a flip card. Hey, guess what? There's 1 pack to go, but this isn't a pack. This is a code for MTG Arena, because before our last pack, we'll look at this last code. Hopefully you get it. We would really like to hear that you got great stuff. And again, thank you for everything that you are watching and enjoying here on the Geek for All family of channels. Please don't forget, subscribe, ring the bell, and we have other channels linked down in the description box below. We have 3 videos a week coming out on Video Games for All, plus our Friday streams. That's right, we stream right here on this channel, Mondays and Fridays. And our Friday streams, the VODs, go up on Video Games for All every Saturday. So thank you all so very much for tuning into all the amazing things that we do around here. And again, good luck to all of you. We have 1 pack to go. Let's see what this has for us. We have not opened a Mythic in a while, and it's a little upsetting, I won't lie. I would love to have a Mythic. That would be nice. Hey, a Novice Occultist. This card cares about dying. I wonder if we could put it in a deck that could care about that kind of thing. It's a Harvest-Tide Sentry. Hey, this card has Coven. I wonder if... Anyway, a Neonate's Rush. Unblinking Observer. Blood Pact. That's a cool card. Mounted Dread Knight. Gavany Silversmith. These definitely get in if we're in green-white. Very, very good card. A Famished Foragers. Another Tavern Ruffian flipping into a Tavern Smasher. We saw one of those earlier, obviously. We have a Sunset Revelry as our first uncommon. A Defend the Celestis. Both very interesting uncommons. And, you know, that Sunset Revelry making humans is pretty interesting. I don't know that I love this card, I won't lie. There's a lot of ifs on it. And... there's not anything that isn't an if. So there are absolutely scenarios where you could have this card in your hand and it would do nothing. So that's a little upsetting. This card, on the other hand, is very good, as long as you have creatures on the board, which you're probably going to be pretty creature heavy, especially if we're in green-white. And we have a Burly Breaker, which flips into a Dire Strain Demolisher. Let's see if our last rare or mythic points us in any general direction. I am leaning towards the green-white, but I'm very interested in our black-blue because, 1, I enjoy those colors, but 2, I mean, the Stowaway, the Grafted Identity, the Champion of the Parish, the Dreadhound, as well as everything else that we've seen, the Defenestrate and stuff as well. So let's see if this rare or mythic helps us out. It is... interesting. It's a Siphon Insight. This card is fine. I don't hate it. You get the opportunity to steal a card from your opponent. And so, 1, you get to take some cards away from them in general. Yeah, because you get to put one on the bottom of their library and you get to steal the other and hopefully play it. And then again, you get to do it again. So, because it's 2 and then flashback for 3. So yeah, I mean, this would definitely get in if we were in black-blue. But does it pull me towards black-blue over green-white? That's really tough. I think based on our rares and mythics, we should go black-blue. And by mythics, I mean we didn't open any. But our rares, Champion of the Parish, Grafted Identity, Suspicious Stowaway, Siphon Insight. I just don't know. I would probably make both decks and then see which one seemed better, which one had the better curve, etc. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I think the raw power of Champion of the Parish, Dreadhound, Grafted Identity, Siphon Insight would probably be a tough siren song to ignore. But you have the benefit of going back and forth. Let me know what you would do, again, in the comments down below. We have a Mountain. There's actually a foil back here as well. Hold on. Whoa, very nice. These lands in foil are sick looking. I really, really like that. Check that out. Wow. Okay. Yeah, no complaints. That is sick. What a nice foil. It doesn't help us with our deck construction, but it's still gorgeous. Then behind that, a Tree Folk. That is a disgusting Tree Folk token. Holy crap. I have not seen that before. That is really gross. And then again, another stand-in card for a double-faced card. I guess... do I just leave you looking at these cool foils? Now that I crapped on foils in this video, right? I guess I can show you these 2 cool foils that I opened. I guess I'll complain about things more often. God, mythics in this set are terrible, right? Tune in next week where I won't get any mythics. It's just terrible. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this particular episode, or this video. I really hope everybody enjoyed. Any thoughts that you might have, what kind of a deck you would make, what you think of what I opened, am I being too whiny about the fact that I haven't gotten a lot of mythics? any and all thoughts that you might have down in the comments below. We really do appreciate hearing from each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning into our streams. Thank you for subscribing and ringing the bell. All those things super, super helpful. And again, we really do appreciate it. So for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.